going on, y'all? You got a lot of things to talk about, but first, let's get into Hassan calling out XQC.
Give really good insight on how much fact-checking is being done on X these days. Most of the replies are saying he changed LMFAO. Literally not a single person even verified if the tweet was real. Cringe. It turns out he was one of the people who didn't even verify the tweet was real, even though it was his own tweet. I do respect that he kept the tweet up, and even this one, for the record. I'm not even going to delete the main reply. That's just too good. You only get to this level if you have no sincerely held beliefs and you're just kind of reacting to politics. That's it. You're just like, politics is no different than watching like a JCS video. Politics is no different than watching like American politics from your perspective, and the perspective of your audience is nothing more than just like team sports, entertainment, just something that you're fascinated by. It's like a UFC fight or reacting to football.
Nah, that's pretty much like all politics, bro. Like it's all like a football game where people pick sides and don't actually believe in what the heck they say they do, including you, right? Most of your fan base is built off of this, you champagne socialists. But yeah, that's like politics in general. Probably one of the main reasons why I don't vote. A lot of people get upset when I say that. I don't care. Like, you think I'm supposed to just pick my poison? Like, you know what politics is like to me? Voting, window or the stairs. That's what that sounds like to me. I don't want to choose either. I'd rather go on the elevator safely.
That's precisely the reason why, unfortunately, this entire realm of people, this entire realm of influencers who shape a lot of young people's opinions about politics, whether we want to admit it to ourselves or not, this is real. This entire realm is dominated by people who have this kind of attitude about politics. They find it's just drama for them. They find valid targets to constantly fucking attack. And it's not about whatever policies you personally believe in, whatever vision you have for a better future. But instead, it's just like, oh, I don't like this fucking guy for one reason or another, and I'm just going to constantly rail against them. Okay, that's it. But this is also partially the reason why I just, in spite of all those attacks, I just fucking stick my head down and I just keep pushing no matter what.
Hassan sound crazy, especially when you got, as you saying that, like a picture of Joe Rogan on the screen, someone who you and a lot of leftists go after the same way you describe it. It's like he can't even hear himself. It's crazy. But XQC responded.
I don't always want to be an elitist. Like, his voice means more because he's a politics guy. My voice is worth more as a politics only guy. Don't listen to these guys. They do video games. They do react. This guy eats his toenails. Don't listen to this guy. Listen to me because I'm the politics guy. Now here's my radical, dumb, fucking stupid ass opinion. That's like world threatening. This is the real truth. Don't listen to these guys. Like, dude, shut up. If we were to have a scale on who is more valid, who should listen to for takes, we would never listen to even a word of what I say, what you say. No background, no study, no degree, no history. Bro, it gets his info from Twitter. Buddy, go to your stream. When he's studying, he has 60 Twitter pages open. Buddy, you don't got no degree.
From somebody that doesn't really believe in college, I'm gonna let you know this straight up. It really don't be mattering when it comes to this YouTube commentary game. I'm gonna just let you know right there, all live stream or whatever. I've heard so many people that have degrees sound like idiots. I do think that you should be informed, right? If you're gonna like give an absolute opinion. Right? That goes beyond just you giving your opinion, but you damn near diagnosing this is what we need to do in order to fix this. If you're saying all these type of things for sure, then I think you should have some kind of certifications or at least be aware what the hell you talking about. If you just giving your opinion, who cares? I don't give a damn. Like, everyone should be allowed to give their opinion, but when you treat it as if it's like so much better than the next person, which is what Hassan does. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting.
How can we trust a guy who had blatantly lied and still lies to this day about something that is visible on broadcast, that he broadcasted himself? He used his computer, his camera, his OBS to broadcast images that we can see. And we said, hey man, this is blue. And he says, nope, this is red. This is red. How can we trust anything you say about anything to be close to the truth when you won't even fucking at least verify or confirm that, or stop lying about it? Explain it. Like, it doesn't matter what the color was.
It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. There's the air tag.
Yo, that's crazy. Here's a new proof for you. Ever since the debate, the dog is on stream, like 80% less. It's almost like the thing that makes it stay there isn't being used anymore. Oh my God. That's crazy. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Really, dude?
In front, the fact that Hasan could sit there and lie like he breathes day after day, back to back, him like nobody see him, like it's not recorded, is crazy. And he does it on a regular basis. I gotta admit that. But that's what you should expect from lying ass Hasan with his grifting self, right? Him or his orbiters. That's what you should expect. And him looking like a fool playing Among Us, apparently.
You see how they just like they see us doing shit and they want to have competition. They want to be a part of it. Exactly.
Can you ask Ray what he thinks of Low Kirk?
What's Low Kirk?
What do you think of Low Kirk? Like people say, my Kirk hurt. When talking about
what the fuck says my Kirk hurt? Yo.
We might have to cut this on. Why the fuck is Lee in here? Why the fuck is Lee in here?
You know what? Let him rock. Let Lee rock.
How are you today?
Let him rock.
I didn't realize I was unmuted.
Josh, we can't do that. We can't do that.
I don't know how we got in here. I generally don't even know how we got in here.
We can't let that demon out. Not tonight. Not tonight.
No, you can't. PBM calling?
We can't let him out.
Don't worry about it.
He actually wait, hold on. Let me call PBM.
All the young folk in here don't know, but I played this game with AOC. Just not a flex, but
sauce.
last time I played this game, I played with AOC. So
Wait, chat, is AOC fine shit? Is AOC fine shit?
that's great. Range.
That's what you have to say about her.
Are you trying to force people into saying disgusting things about Charlie Kirk? Like, for real, son? Ugh. Hasan is nasty as hell for that. Like, whoa, dude. That was like bottom of the barrel type of stuff.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
But Hasan don't stop there. He just keeps on feeding us with the content. This is crazy.
Oh, I like you, but your chat does the same thing. They go after people like rabid dogs. I, unlike Asmongold, actively tell my chat never to go after people. So whether people do it or not, I at least try to get them to not do it. Okay? And plus, you don't even have a fucking real world example of this. I even tell people not to go after people who are calling me out with regular fucking frequency. It's probably a mistake.
Hasan only checks his chat whenever they disagree with him. Let's be honest, right? If they're being disgusting, saying foul things, attacking people, he damn near rewards it. If we're just going to be real, that's Hasan's game. The nasty one.
A lifelong career reporter, journalist, editor, producer, whatever. Okay. And you've sucked a mountain of dicks. Okay. Every day is a climb on Dick Mountain and you're sucking it. Okay. And then Barry Weiss, who objectively suck less dicks, but the right kind of dicks, gets one on you. And now she's commanding the entire franchise. You're like, what do you mean? I've been climbing Dick Suck Mountain every goddamn day. You mean to tell me that you could helicopter your way to the top because you sucked one cock? That's bullshit. Girl getting clipped for hating women? What? I don't know what you're talking about, but it's true. I do. Yeah. Oh, you've never seen this before? Just because it never fails to amuse. Here's Barry Weiss's bust that she had installed in tribute to herself by the front doors of her fake university. Once again, you might be asking yourself, how is she so industrious? How is she so good? She has a fucking fake unaccredited university. How is that possible? Called University of Austin. It's because she's the right dicks. That's it. It's almost like the billionaires basically saying like, hey, if you suck our dicks, we'll elevate you too. You can stop using sex as a metaphor or closing out the people. It's gross and frat boy behavior. I can't stop myself. I'm gross and fratty. People policing how elegant your language is when these guys are attempting a fascist takeover of the country is hilarious. Come on, people. No, I think it's important for everyone to have their priorities set and dialed in on sanitizing language, especially because now that when the clips come out tomorrow of my toxic misogyny, those guys will come back in here and say, I told you so. And they're right. They'll be like, hey, the second coming of Himmler presented this Omega viral Twitter clip compilation of you being a misogynist. And I happen to agree with Himmler Groiper 1488 on the Adolf Hitler website, Twitter, now known as X, because I'm a Maoist, third worldist, and you are a reactionary. But he will not understand. There being a fascist takeover happening is not a green light to just ignore your own progress, my guy. I like that you know you're going to be here tomorrow to do this when it happens. And I'm excited to yell at you and block you, and then have Asmongold also use you as a point of propaganda with another 2 million view video where he's like, Hasan's own audience is turning on him. Can you believe how gross and misogynistic he is? Chatter kind of right. Guys, this is how it always goes. This is how it always goes. Oh my God. Rainey draws a lot. I mean, saying a woman sucks dicks to get to a position. First of all, Barry Weiss is not even a straight woman. Okay. And secondly, we're not even talking about just Barry Weiss. We're talking about virtually everyone that kiss asses, if you don't want me to say sucking. And last but not least, once again, metaphor, euphemism for brown nosing. Okay. When I say I f***ed your mom, that doesn't mean I like literally f***ed your mother. Okay. please stop doing this. I can't. As soon as I fucking noticed one, of course there is going to be a million other people in the chat that are now piling on as well.
How has Gold get brought into it? That's crazy. Hasan could be doing a video about cooking fried chicken, and he'd be like, you know what? Gold can't do it like this. Like, why is Gold the first thought that comes to mind when you spurging out and going back and forth with your chat and crying like a biatch? But Hasan, once again, doesn't stop there. He goes back and forth with his audience about him using the R word previously. Whatever.
I can't argue with retards, okay? You're retarded. You used to use the R word and didn't realize the effect it has on people with disabilities, like actually get called it on a daily basis, but you learn from that. Imagine you'd reacted this way to a chatter calling it out back then. Yeah, because not everything is the same. This is not a valid one. This is an invalid one. This kind of language policing, especially when it's utilized improperly, is very frustrating. If you can't understand how that language increases the risk of violence towards women, then I don't know if we're on the same side, honestly. It sounds hypocritical and unaware. We're not. We're not on the same side. We're not. I don't think you understand. We are not on the same side. We're on the same side as long as you just, shut the fuck up and you're like, hey, I appreciate, defending certain things on principle. So your edgy joke matters more than people's safety? All right, it's time to ban people. Yes, the answer is yes.
Did Hasan just admit that if you don't agree with him, you got to just get the hell up out of there? He gonna block you? He just blatantly said it. Like, yeah, now you got to shut up and just go with my side. Like, I don't know how the hell you could be a fan of Hasan. And this dude subscribes to him for like multiple months on Twitch. If you sub to somebody, I mean, you're like paying for memberships. This person is paying Hasan for 6 months. And Hasan's like, yeah, no, I'm still going to ban you. Still going to ban you.
This is precisely the reason why people like Nick Fuentes will consistently pop off. This is precisely the reason why people like Asmongold will continue to pop off. People like Aiden Ross will continue to pop off. A lot of you insufferable morons who think that the sanitization of language, not to like an understandable degree where we are harmonious here, but to a degree where it's like actually so clinical that it becomes boring. The utilization of any sort of analogy or any sort of embellished language is now seen as like the most the worst grievance. Okay, the worst point of normalizing violence. All of this stuff is not only incredibly unproductive, but it's also useless. It's utterly useless. They can clip the past 10 minutes and get an hour of laughter material for their audience. Yes, and they will continue to do so. And most of us will continue to look silly. But hey, guess what? There will be at least 15 banger TikToks that come out of this, and this will move discourse on the unproductive left on TikTok for at least a week. Question: how do you actually think you can make progress if you just assume that something that challenges your previous beliefs is someone being disingenuous and woker than thou? Great question. Okay, I've been doing this for the past 12 years. Do you feel like there haven't been instances where I went, you know what, that's actually right? Is there any instance here where this isn't? Is there any instances here? People stop using the S word short for schizophrenia. Schizo, which is the word for medical diagnosis, will refer to someone being freakish and destructive in their behavior that stigmatizes people with the condition who don't act like it. Forget about the people on Reddit or TikTok who are being ingenuine for a moment and actually consider the effective language in this space. Oh my God. You feel like you might have a tendency, like a character trait? Genuinely. I'm seriously asking. Do you feel like you might have a character trait where you have a hard time making friends with people because this is how you operate? Because there is, I don't know if this happens on right-wing circles. I don't know if this happens in right-wing circles at all, but there's this thing that chatters have in their minds where they're like, nah, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. The reason why I call it out is because, I mean, it's much simpler to just fucking ban them and move on. And then it doesn't become a major point of contention. And then you don't have opportunists who will then a week after, spending their entire week being like, Hasan has a serious problem with insert this form of bigotry. Will then turn around and make videos. And I see it all the time. Why can't the left organize?
I don't even feel bad for Hasan, bro. He built this audience. This is the audience he built. It's like when you're sitting there getting woke, scolded, whose fault is it? Yours, Hasan. It's your fault.
But nope, some people want to still go back. I don't know why you're calling out ableist language is a problem in this chat. It's not annoying. It's actually informative, bro. Just acknowledge that you can change your language to be more friendly to people with disabilities in an area where you could be more open-minded. You're right. I will listen and I will learn. I'm listening and I'm learning. I apologize. I apologize to everyone that I have offended. I promise to do better.
Word, son. For real? Yeah, this is pretty sad, yo. I can't lie. This is sad as hell. But I don't feel bad for Hasan. Once again, he deserves this. Hasan's orbiters ain't doing much better either. There's a new update with the lawsuit that's going on with them and Ethan Klein. Denims and Frogan and whatnot.
To argue that they've done everything correct procedurally. Now, civil lawsuits that are non-criminal, are often won or lost on procedure. It may seem like a ticky-tacky minor thing, but that's actually really, really important. And that's why you pay a lot of these litigators the big bucks, is to make sure that they get all that procedure right, that they do everything right under local, state, federal rules, because one little mistake can cost the whole case. They're arguing that they've done everything right procedurally, but Ethan is bad. Ethan has done things wrong in terms of evidence and procedure. So they've said their evidence, the evidence they've submitted, is good, right? So it's good evidence. It's evidence that is great. It's fantastic. And Ethan's is bad. Ethan's lawyers shouldn't be able to respond or submit evidence. So they kind of are saying at this time it's procedurally inappropriate. The evidence, they're objecting to a lot of problems with the evidence. So saying at this point, you need to quash, meaning get rid of what he filed in in this case. Ethan's evidence, they're arguing that Ethan's evidence and response should be struck from the record, that it's irrelevant and misrepresenting. So they go with this one individual, Dartoise. And they're saying Dartoise was not a snark mod. And they're also saying that, hey, this communications with Denims, guess what? Denims ghosted him. Denims didn't respond to him. So because Denims didn't respond, you can't really show collusion.
I'm not a lawyer, but that argument sounds pretty weak. It don't seem like it's going to hold up. I just don't think that would work in a courtroom, but we'll see. We'll see. And there's more.
Next document. They're arguing that Ethan improperly responded and he has a blatant sense of entitlement. Now, once again, that is kind of cute. It is not, I will say this, it is not illegal, or it is not automatically make you, once again, a disqualified party or someone who's not able to submit evidence, even if you're evil. Evil people file lawsuits all the time. Evil, entitled, snobby, stuck-up people are still filing lawsuits all the time. In fact, those might even be a lot of the lawsuits, right? So his sense of entitlement does not necessarily disqualify anything here. It would only be if he violated a rule and the judge says, no, you actually violated this rule. We've got to roll this back. You can be as arrogant and as entitled as you want.
Yeah, it sounds like it's over for them, Chief. It sounds like they done. Okay, yeah, I don't think that any of their arguments made any sense, let alone that they have any sense. They're running out of money. They're not going to be able to keep paying these lawyers. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, hit the hype button as well, and watch more videos. Watch the video I did yesterday.